So, good morning. Good morning. I wanted to talk today about romantic leads, right? Taking romantic roles while in a relationship. Because, again, having done this for some time, I think I've learned a lot along the way about this topic, both having been married and going through the training, and then as an actor working in relationships, and then, of course, watching our students. Okay? So, let's talk about this because it's important. If you're in a relationship and you're an actor, you need to be incredibly honest and upfront with your partner about what where the line is for both of you. The line, it's not your line. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it depends on how you define your relationship. But I'm talking about if you're in an intimate, um, committed relationship. Okay. When I began my career, I had just gotten married, uh, and when we went to Bequia, I'm down there with 19 gorgeous men and women who are all there. I was the baby, hands down. Everybody had a career to some degree, and some people down there were full blown famous at this point. I was the only one with nothing in terms of credit, training, experience, etc. And one day we were all gathered, hanging out at the beach at this little, great little dive joint on the beach, and the topic came up about romantic roles, and I don't even remember how it came up. Doesn't matter. What matters is, as I listened to people talk, and then finally what I said was, well, you know, what I see is most couples in this business don't make it. Most couples, most actors in this business don't last. Now, there's a lot of reasons: the struggle, the strain, etc. But whether you're in a relationship with another actor or you're in a relationship with just somebody else entirely, being an actor, uh, if you're with an actor, it means certain things. And one of the things it means is that your partner may be with somebody else on stage or on screen in a very intimate way. And so I said, I want to stay married. Um, that's my priority. And so I'm not going to do any romantic leads or anything like that, anything that requires me making out or being intimate with others. And oh my God, you should have seen the reaction at the table. Everybody flipped. Everybody looked at me, these people way ahead of me, and said, "You are so naive. You are so, oh, how adorable, how cute." No, Jim, your type, you're going to be playing that role a lot. And that's going to be like the majority of your career, actually, are roles like that. So it's already tough enough, and you're going to walk into this profession saying you're going to eliminate your wheelhouse of opportunities. That's stupid. That's naive, and it'll never work. Okay. And I'm telling you, man, their reaction was so over the top. I got up and I left and I walked down the beach, and I had a little chat with my wife at the time, but my ex now. But I was just talking with her in my head, talking to God, whatever you want to call it, but just what I connect to, just saying, am I naive? Am I an idiot? Am I crazy? You know? And then that very next day in class, sorry, Sandy said something unbelievable to me in front of everyone about me and about my work. I'm just sharing with you. And it was stunning. And basically, I'll just try to give you the humblest version of it, but basically he said, you're going to work and you're going to have a career. And so I'm like, okay, this is on the heels of what happened yesterday, and because again, that walk on the beach, I said, I don't believe I'm wrong. I really don't believe I'm wrong. I believe I can do this way. Okay, so now fast forward. Well, let's see, where do I even go with this? Look, here, To thine own self be true. When you're a student at our school in the training, we get to a section in the work where you really are building up relationships in scenes in a whole new way. And it's just more personal. And we teach very clearly to be clear about where your line in the sand is. And sometimes students' line in here may be a little bit different as they're just exploring. They're not being hypocritical or disrespectful. They're just trying to find that line, what they are comfortable with. They're in a relationship with somebody, they live with somebody, they're married to someone, and yet here they are building up a relationship with somebody in here that they too are quote unquote married, acting marriage, right? So these acting relationships, these acting feelings that need to be built up. But okay, so. But then what happens is they talk with their partner and they think they know where that line in the sand is, and they agree on that until their partner sees them in a play making out with somebody on stage or on a big screen and being quite intimate with somebody. Now, again, what are you comfortable with? That's all that matters, you and your partner. That's all that matters. But what I'm trying to say is you must be clear. Because for me, personally, if I'm in an intimate relationship with someone, I don't want her making out with her boss at work. And consequently, I'm not going to be hypocritical on my end. I'm not going to be making out with people from my work. And I've held true to that in my career. When I haven't been in relationships, then I'll take on different roles. But when I have been, that's something that I'm clear on. And so I turn down work and have on countless occasions that required me to be literally intimate on screen, on stage. So, look, I've been in this business a long time. I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to name drop, but I have been around a lot of not famous couples and incredibly famous couples and everything in between, okay? And personally, this is just me, what I've witnessed, is it's a real strain on relationships when that line in the sand is over here more, meaning, yeah, no, I need to accept these kind of roles. I need to be really hot and heavy with this actress on screen, and it's just my job. And again, I'm not saying that's right or wrong. I'm making no judgment. I'm simply saying I've watched the fallout of that be quite disruptive to all the way to destructive. I mean, full blown, and this is when people thought they had that line in the sand clear. Okay? In other words, they feel like they've talked it out. But it's one thing to talk it out. It's another thing to see your partner on screen, making out with some gorgeous, hot girl or guy, and be able to go, yeah, it's all good, just acting, no big deal. I'm a hopeless romantic. So I'm seeing this through my filter, but I'll finish with this. 31 years. I did turn down, I was with my kid last evening, and her boyfriend, and we were just talking about this stuff. And I was talking about a role that I turned down early in my career that was hands down. I mean, I had no business turning down this role. It was an incredible opportunity. I mean, like leapfrogging where I was, and this was like that. Special for HBO, a short film, blah, blah, blah. And I turned it down. And it cost me. Short term. Long term, it was one of the best things I ever did. My integrity was challenged. My line in the sand was challenged. I had a choice to choose career break, opportunity anyway, and money, or my beliefs, my integrity. And I chose the integrity. And that felt good for sure. The hesitation is just, I felt like I didn't have a choice. So I felt like mixed, like I was probably a bad move career-wise. All I'm trying to say is I just felt inside going, oh man, you know, well, there it is. Here it finally came up in a big way. You're talking Beckwith, 3, 4 years before at that beach, and here you are, Jim Jarrett. What are you going to do? So again, at first it felt conflicted to a degree. But in the end, I mean, I look back on that as one of the more significant moments for me, choosing integrity over, I don't know what else, career, ego, stuff, morals over money. Does that make sense? So anyway, I want to share that with you. Wherever you are in your acting career, maybe you're just starting out and you're in a relationship with somebody, and maybe it's not an issue yet, or maybe you're deep into your career. Look, bottom line, make sure you have the discussion, make sure you're crystal clear, make sure you're on the same page, make sure your priorities are also straight. And with that, you'll be fine, okay? Hope this helps. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.